Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. All right, I just got home from church and I heard a piece of advice or a quote that I really liked. I thought I'd share with you. It was, when faced with a decision, do the thing that will be most memorable. And I just love that. Just thinking of when you're faced with a choice, like choose something that you're going to remember. And I thought that went so well with holidays and Thanksgiving. So often we focus so much on the food and not the memories and the people. So as we go into this holiday season, specifically Thanksgiving is this week, do something memorable. Play a game, go for a walk, play with the kids, do a craft, something that you're actually going to remember. It's not all about the food. But today I wanted to share some of my top Thanksgiving tips and ideas. So the first thing is decide what you want. So before you go into a holiday, just decide like what do you want? Do you want to stay in fat burn? Do you want to lose weight? Even through Thanksgiving? If so, awesome. You already know what to do. Just stick with what you're doing. Stick with your program and plan ahead. Now, if you're deciding that, no, I'm going to enjoy a little bit of my favorite things on Thanksgiving. Remember, Thanksgiving is one meal. It doesn't mean you have to sabotage the whole day. So still stick with your plan. Wake up, have your fueling, drink your water, go for your walk. All of those things that you'd normally do. Don't skip meals or don't snack, mindlessly all day. Just plan on enjoying a few things that one meal and then jump back on track. One meal is not going to make a huge difference if you go into it mindfully. Now, what does that look like? What does a healthy person do on Thanksgiving? We've been talking about think like a healthy person. What would a healthy person do? It doesn't mean that you need to stuff yourself so that you're in pain. But if you decide that you are choosing to get out of fat burn for that Thanksgiving meal, choose wisely. Look at the options and only choose things that you really enjoy. Don't just eat it because it's there. So I like to plan out my plate before I put things on my plate. So I think, okay, what protein am I going to have? I'm going to have turkey or ham. All right, what veggies are there here? Now, one thing I always do is I like to bring a vegetable to Thanksgiving dinner. So I know that there's a good salad or a relish tray or, regular green beans instead of green beans smothered in, cream and mushroom. So I like to bring a healthy vegetable to go with the meat. So I know that there's going to be at least some kind of vegetable at the meal. And then if you are going to choose like some carbs, like if your very favorite thing is a roll, then maybe you'll enjoy a roll, or maybe you'll just need half of a roll and maybe like one little tablespoon of stuffing or 1 tablespoon of mashed potatoes. It doesn't have to be this giant portion on your plate. You can just have a little bit and just savor that, eat it slowly, and then most of your meal eat things that are going to help move you forward. I think that is such a wise thing is just make a plan ahead of time. Think of what's most important to enjoy during this meal. My grandma's apple pie, it's something that I enjoy. I'll have a little sliver of it. I'll savor it and then I'll get right back on track and keep going. I don't have to eat the whole pie or I don't have to eat everything that's at the meal. I can pick my very favorites. So I like to just make a plan ahead of time of what's most important. Plan ahead for success by bringing something. I love relish trays sitting out that you can snack on a relish tray before the meal instead of all the other junk that might be out. Also, I love to do something active on every holiday, but Thanksgiving, there's always like a 5K. You can go walk it. People go play football at the park, get out and just go for a walk or a hike or play a game. Do something active. And you're going to remember doing that. I think that's always so great. And then just remember to set your home up for success. Don't keep all the leftovers for yourself. Divide them up. Have people take leftovers. Maybe put them in the freezer so you don't feel like you need to eat them all. And then also, um, after you enjoy that meal, just remember the next thing that goes in your mouth can be right back on track. You don't have to wait until the next day or Monday to get back on track. If you enjoyed some things during that meal, then don't skip your last fueling of the day. Just eat that, drink some water, and then keep going. And so I think that's so important as we go into a holiday or going to a party or a vacation is making a plan, envisioning you showing up as the best version of you. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What choices are you making? But I love that reminder of if when faced with a decision, do the thing that will be the most memorable. So do something that you're going to remember. It's not all about the food. And then the last thing I want to share with you that I love to do in this season of Thanksgiving or any time of year is a gratitude walk. So anytime that you go somewhere this week, and you can get in the habit of doing this always, like I said, but especially this week, anytime you go to the store or work or anywhere that you're parking, choose, instead of the Rockstar parking spot in the very front, choose a faraway parking spot at the back of the lot so that you have some time to walk into the store. Number one, you get those extra steps. And number two, you get a minute or two to focus on what you're grateful for. I call it our gratitude walk. I do it with my kids and we talk about, hey, what am I grateful for today? And we just talk about that as we're going into the store. So if we're consciously looking for things to be grateful for, our lives will be better. We'll be happier, and showing gratitude is such a great attribute. So I hope you'll join us in our gratitude walk this week, and then also plan ahead for your Thanksgiving feast. What's most important to you? How do you want to show up as the best version of you? And what is something that will be memorable this holiday season that you can do? All right, have a great week.